great video blog for you. I got a message in from Trent, and Trent is out in New Jersey. Let's see what Trent says. Trent writes in, TJ, what's up, brother? I really hope you read my question. But first, before doing so, let me start off by saying that I can't thank you enough for the information that you and your website has provided me. I've been lifting for 6 months now and have been able to test fire so many of the principles you have preached. Keep doing what you're doing because we all appreciate it. Well, thanks, Trent. Appreciate you too, buddy. But now let me get to my question. The first few months of working out, I was constantly feeling sore, and at first I hated it, but eventually I came to love it. Shortly after those few months passed, I have no longer been feeling that level of soreness. Is this good or bad? I guess I'm not sure if I'm working hard enough, even though I feel like I'm giving it my all every single workout. Do you have any advice for me or for anyone else who may also be experiencing this? Thank you for your constant motivation, Trent. Trent, great question, man. Really great question, and I certainly appreciate you sending that email in. It's a question that's so important to everyone. Everybody that goes into the gym is going to experience muscle soreness, so it's a very relevant topic to bring up for discussion. So, Trent, thank you a lot. I hope I can do my best to address this. So let's jump into it. What's muscle soreness? It's DOMS effect. It's something called DOMS, which is delayed onset muscle soreness, and it's that feeling we get after bringing some sort of activity into our body. And it's typically a unexpected activity level, so it's a type of shock to the body. We weren't expecting it, or our body wasn't expecting it, and the result of this shock is a tremendous amount of lactic acid buildup, providing this immense amount of soreness in our muscles. Whether it's sore to the touch or sore just through your daily activities, walking around, and so. What happens with DOMS is how it's delayed. It's usually 24, 48 to 72 hours of delayed onset muscle soreness, meaning if you do bench press today and you're not an average bench presser or a habitual bench presser, you're going to find yourself being extremely sore. But usually not as you're doing it or an hour or 2 hours after. Usually doesn't kick in until the next day or 2 days from then. That delayed piece is part of the DOMS effect. And even if you're an experienced lifter, you guys know if you're going in there and you're doing squats, you're doing walking lunges, you're doing good deadlifts, good mornings, you're doing all these leg workouts, there's no way you're going to be able to sit on the toilet the next day, let alone walk or go up the stairs, bend over. Like, none of that stuff all of that is painful. And it's all because of DOMS, this delayed onset muscle soreness. And even if you're a beginner lifter, you're not someone who goes to the gym on a regular basis, if you start to work out, it's something new to the body. That activity is completely different. It's new to the body. And so you're going to feel this soreness a few days after. That's okay, though. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Honestly, guys, and Trent, I personally strive to be sore after every single one of my workouts, every single one, because it's a indication that I shocked the body. I hit the body with something hard, something new and different, and if I'm shocking my body and challenging my muscles, then the result of that challenge is going to be growth, whether it's in strength or in size. And so I'm a very strong believer in striving to have that muscle soreness, okay? But with that being said, it's muscle soreness. It's not supposed to be joint and tendon strains and overdoing it to the point where our skeletal system is being compromised, i.e. injury. We're trying to prevent strain on the muscles, and that's it. We're not trying to do anything else. Unless if you're strength training, we're obviously going to want to strengthen up our bones and our tendons and whatnot. But for the sake of muscle soreness, we're just trying to strengthen our muscles through continuous shock in the body And the result of that shock is going to be soreness. That's the price you have to pay. But after you experience that soreness, we replenish and recover through various means. A few different ways is through stretching right after your workout, foam rolling right after your workout, putting your legs up. If here's the wall, I don't know if you can see that angle. If here's the wall, you just put your legs up, right up against the wall. Let the blood and the lactic acid flush out. So essentially put your legs higher than your heart, and then your legs are going to flush out that lactic acid. Massages, having active rest days. So if your split is Monday through Saturday and you're extremely sore on Saturday, take Sunday not to just rest and sit on the couch all day, but actually go do something a little active. Maybe go play some basketball at the park, or go for a bike ride, or go for a jog. Something to get that lactic acid and that blood and oxygen flowing throughout your body, helping it spread around. So if you hit biceps and all of a sudden your biceps are just out of control sore, if you go do something active, it's going to help flush that out of that muscle region. So active rest days can be a great way to reduce that muscle soreness. In addition to that, our nutrition. We want to, of course, supply the protein and the nutrients that are essential for the recovery process. We already know that we created the demand for nutrients. Now let's supply the nutrients afterwards. We go to the gym and we tear the actin and myosin muscle fibers, and they rip, and afterwards, so we're creating the demand for the nutrients, right? But if we don't supply the nutrients, or we don't supply enough nutrients, that soreness is going to linger for a long time, and it's not going to repair itself. It's going to stay unrepaired for longer periods of time. Thus, your soreness is going to be in effect for a longer period of time. So we want to make sure that we're helping not just rip the muscle fibers, but repairing them so we can reduce the time in which we're sore, and then we can go to the gym the next day and the next day and the next day, and repeat the process. The purpose of the gym and how we transform our bodies is constant ripping and tearing of the muscle fibers, and then rebuilding it with the nutrition, so that we can do it again the next day and the next day and the next day. And so it is repetitive in that sense, but that's how we get stronger and that's how we get bigger. It's constantly doing the same process, but adding a little more weight, or adding a few more reps, or increasing the intensity, lowering the rest times and the set periods, and our bodies get more and more effective and efficient and stronger and faster and all around better. So that's what it's all about, guys. On a second note, it just popped in my head. I think there's two different approaches. My approach is I strive to be sore every single lift session. That's what works for me. It ensures that I'm putting 110% every single time I'm going to the gym. And when I go to the gym, I do my very best to focus on that session and that session alone. The most important thing to me in that moment is my workout. I think a lot of people, and I'm sure I'm guilty of this as well throughout my experience in the gym, but a lot of people go to the gym thinking about what they're gonna feel tomorrow. So what I mean by that is they know the soreness is to come if they do this, and so they kind of take it back a few notches. They don't give 100%. Maybe they have squats on the agenda. Squats or deadlifts, one of those bigger movements that's for sure going to get you sore. They know the pain. They know the soreness that's going to come on the back end of that. And so they drop their level of intensity and effort down a little bit. And that, of course, is just hindering our performance. It's a waste of time, guys. It's a waste of time. So focus in on the purpose of your actions right now. Don't just think about the backside pain. I think there's a trade-off there. You can either suffer that day, the second, third, and fourth day of pain for a little bit of growth, or you can not grow and then suffer the pain of regret for the rest of the time, right? That's something we're always talking about: pain of regret, pain of discipline, right? So let's ensure and let's be committed and hold ourselves accountable to ensuring that we're not afraid of the soreness. We're not afraid of that pain because we know that on the other side is the growth, and we'll be able to reach our goals and get to our destination, right? So Trent, I think that's a great question, buddy. I know this was short. I'm usually long-winded, but just keeping this real nice and short for you guys. Let me take a peek at your email again, make sure I answered everything. So you're saying that you were really sore at first, right? And that's because you were a beginner, right? So let's dissect this. You were a beginner at first, and you're hitting the gym, and your body isn't adapted yet, right? You're constantly going to the gym. You're doing bench press for the first time. Your body's not ready for that, so it's going to be sore. You're doing squats. You're going to be sore. You're doing tricep pull downs. This is all new movement to your body, so your body is having a hard time adapting to it. But as time goes on, it's starting to learn how to be more effective, more efficient in the gym, and incorporate different muscle groups to help you push and pull that weight. And so you're no longer as sore anymore. And it may not, this is something that you have to answer when you look in the mirror. Are you giving it 100%? Are you constantly increasing your input as far as energy goes? And if you can honestly look in the mirror and say that, yes, you are, then you can check that box and say you're good there. But the only reason why you're finding this plateau and not experiencing this level of soreness is because your body's simply adapting to that activity. And so that means it's time to switch it up. Time to shock the body. How can we do that? We can do that by switching the grip placements on the bars. Where we're doing a neutral grip barbell curl, we can go wider. We can go inner. We can do an easy bar so it's angled. We can, if we're doing squats, we can have our feet planted like this, like this, like this. We can do close to focus on the quads. We can do, instead of lunges, we can do step-ups, right? Dumbbell step-ups, barbell step-ups, changing the exercise but still focusing on that muscle region, right? So we're still trying to get the same result in terms of, okay, I want to grow my quads. Great. Instead of doing neutral stance squats, I'm going to do closer grip squat or closer stance squats to enhance more of the inner parts of my quads. Okay? There's small little variations we can do to still stay on the right path, but also ensure that we're shocking the body, creating that sense of challenge within the muscle, promoting growth, promoting strength, promoting transformation. So, Trent, great question, man. I really hope this helps. I certainly appreciate the kind words in your email. Please feel free to reach out to any other questions. Do my very best to answer, guys. I hope this was informational to everyone else. Thanks for watching, guys. God bless. Take care. I'm out.